I want to talk about my journey, after I had cancer and shingles and COVID. I remember when I went back in the weight room and I started with the bar. Just like this. I would go in there and get this bar and some people would say, well, what is he doing? He's lifting a bar. But I would start with the bar. And what I realized is that I had to make sure that I didn't get involved in something I call ego lifting. I didn't want to do this to satisfy my ego. I was just trying to get movement. And I started with the bar and the bands, and I just continued to make progress because my objective was to be healthy, to recover. I think a lot of times our ego gets in the way. And when our ego gets in the way, it kind of muddies up our motives. And my motive was very clear. Wellness. I want to do everything to restore my strength. And every now and then in my mind, the ego lifting would come up. So I would work out with my best friend, Ken Terry, and instead of going to the gym, because sometimes you go to the gym, you see a bunch of people that are just ego lifting. They got a bunch of heavy weight, but they compromise the form and all that kind of stuff. But my journey was slow. And, the first day I went back in the weight room to exercise, I did 2 push-ups. I did 1, squat with my body weight. And I just made my mind up that I'm gonna keep showing up here until I felt better, until I could do better. I turned it into a praise and worship time. Father, thank you that I was able to do 2 push-ups. Thank you that I was able to do 1 squat. And I would walk out appreciating God that He helped me to get movement. Listen, I think God should be incorporated in everything we do. That it's not just about, the results that you get physically. This is so much more than that. To me, and this is all my opinion. To me, it's just about, doing what I need to do so that I could get stronger, restore my health, restore my strength. And I know it's not just in exercising, it's in diet and how you eat and all that stuff. But I just want you to check your ego. I want you to check your motive, why you do what you do. That's so important because your motive can either move you in the right direction or it can move you in the wrong direction. But there's one thing that I do with everything. I want to involve God. I depend on God for movement. I depend on God to help me get better, to feel stronger. I believe if you invite God to be a part of everything you do in your life, you're going to discover that ego in any arena may not be the best motivation. Hey, everything's going to be all right.